Hello folks, Jerry and welcome back to RacingGamerSlovenia, and today we will be taking a look at this week's upcoming turf events. Now this is, the first video in this series. Actually, I'm not sure if it's gonna be a series, so if it is received well enough, I will be making this for every week in the future. But right now, we will be taking a look at this week's early events. As you guys can see, I'm here on RacingGamerSlovenia Underground, which is a really helpful site. Check it out. They post some really interesting stuff, such as early events. Usually it's on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, pretty much here are this week's turf events. And as you guys can see, first up we have Lamborghini, second off we have front wheel drive, and last event is Chevrolet. Well, it's actually interesting this week because usually each week there's an event for only one specific car, but this week that appears to not be the case. So that's all well and good. Now, what we will be doing today is pretty much I will be showing some tunes which can hopefully help you guys during this, and also I will be showing you top 3 cars for each event in a couple of different lobbies. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, right now on screen you have the top 3 Lamborghini times for the 1650 and higher lobbies. So, well, you guys can just take a look at that, and I really don't know what else to say except that I took this from RacingGamerSlovenia Collective Records, which is a really helpful Facebook group, and the link to it is in the description if you want to see this information for yourselves. Also, not sure if I should put this, if I make another video like this, if I should put every single car that is eligible for it, but unlike free-for-all events, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. On day 2 we have front wheel drive, and I would say that I would suggest running in the 1650 lobby here because it's probably the most full out of all of them, and if you have the right car such as a Surbolt or a RS500, you should really dominate the competition over here. I also have my own tune for a car here which I will show at the end of this segment, so hopefully you guys will get to use that. Even though it's for a Surbolt, it's a 56 tune, and also I do have a 1650 tune for the SRT4 or the Dodge Neon, which is a B-Class campaign car, which you guys might own. So the link to that is in the description, so check it out if you want to run with that setup. Okay, so right now we will be checking the fastest car in the 56 lobby, which is the Surbolt. Now granted, the 56 tune is probably the last useful. Okay, so now we will be checking the fastest car in the 56 lobby. This is the Surbolt, and honestly, the 56 is probably the highest actually useful lobby you'll get with front wheel drive, because for later fucking lobbies, only 2 cars are eligible. Actually 4, but it's like whatever. Anyways, let's go to the tune here. I guess I should check the tires as well while we're at it, even though they're same on most of cars. Anyways, let's continue here. Actually didn't check this tune before, so I don't know. Still has plenty of engine damage, so I'm assuming that there are parts on it. Anyways, this car has no NOS as well, but this is a turf, so it will probably be a bit harder to find, but if you can, it will dominate in pretty much every single lobby. But I would not suggest pink slipping it unless you really know what you're doing. Which, by the way, this car is actually pretty easy to drive. We'll get to that in a second. As of right now, let's keep on going here. I believe that this car comes with no conversions, but you will have to put a turbo on it for this thing to work. There we go. Keep on going here. There we go, and weighted action. Stage 1, okay, wasn't expecting that. Fair enough then. Okay, yeah, the game fucked up, so just let me skip to the suspension part. Okay, so let's continue where the fucking game fucked up. As you guys can see, the aero parts are locked, so no doubt about that, but suspension is stage 2, stage 3 actually doesn't benefit the car. So there you go. As you guys can see, it's really high 56. If you check on the parts, it will go to 57, but it should still put you in the 56 lobby. Hit the run. The launch on this particular tune is actually very easy. It is same as the Evolon, so that means that you have to stop revving at very early second light, and after that you have to hit your first gear late, and all your other shifts will be at exactly 8000 RPM. So shifting is similar to the MP412C, and the launch is similar to the Evo. It's a really consistent car and I really like it. And on the last day of this week's Turf Wars, we of course have the Chevrolet event, and I would expect that these lobbies will be filled up with some main cars such as the Corvette Stingray, which is really consistent, the Z28, which is also really consistent, and in the higher lobbies probably the C7R. Now some of the other cars on here are pretty rare, you probably won't see too many of them, but still it's always nice to have that advantage. So if you have a rare car from here that is on this list, don't be afraid to actually use it. Okay, so let's check out the ZR163-2, and as you guys can see, this car must have no NOS equipped for this thing to work, and well, you have to have the turbo kit on it as well. Let's take a quick look at all the parts here. This car is actually really nice to drive, I would say. Also, I bought this one with first place runs because, I mean, it really is relevant to this video, but still, wow, holy shit, that was some terrible English language there. But, you know, you guys are all fucking used to it at this point, so it's like whatever. Plus, I have to keep talking to make this video interesting, even though hopefully the information provided in this video is, you know, gonna prepare you good for this week's turf, because, you know, I usually don't do stuff like this. As I said, this is the first time I'm actually doing it. There you go. I made this tune myself earlier today, so take it with a pinch of salt. There's probably a better tune out there, but still, this is absolutely fine, as demonstrated by the run. Also, let's go to the hell parts. Just remember, this car has them. So, there you go. Okay, now we're done. Yeah. As I've said in the high stakes episode, I really like the way the ZR1 drives, and this car with this tune is no exception. You have to stop driving as soon as the first light comes on, and after that you have to shift all your shifts late without hitting the rev limiter. So that is that. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video. If you did, please, you know, make sure to share it with your friends and all that stuff. And if you want stuff like this every single week, please let me know and I will make more episodes. So that's about it. Bye.